Hello everyone, Teacher here. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk a little bit few things about a very upcoming video, and specifically I want to probably lean towards glyphs. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to start off here, everyone, and this squad, I'm really sad I didn't record the attempts because this was really close to a 1.5. I got down to maybe 10% health, and then it triggered. I think it was a shadow form it triggered, but honestly, what I did to change it was abilities. For the beginning, I didn't open up with Elrohir Special 1, I just did a basic, and the reason for that is Elrond Wave, if that lands, then the next time Elrohir takes his attack, you land the expose, hopefully, and if you are that lucky that you have deadly from Eladin, that's a whole lot of damage. I think it took down 30 to 40%, probably closer to 40%, and I was like, wow. I couldn't get it to land after a first flinch, but I did still do reasonably well in damage, so give that a go. Like, ideally, Arwen takes care of most things. Also, I have 2 resistance glyphs on Eladin. Really helped quite a bit, especially with Fortitude on, then he resisted a lot. So, other than that, I'm just doing my runs. This one's still not available for difficulty 4. I really need Keely at 7-star to do some damage, and then yeah, I think that's what I need the most, honestly. And then I will try with, again, my chapter 4 and my chapter 3 are really lining up at bad times, but I will say that I would like to swap Naramiri over here and then Ballin down here, see if that could help a little bit. Haradrim got back up to above 500k, so that was really nice. Wubite, I tried doing the same trick with resistance glyphs, didn't work, but it was pretty okay. I also moved some things around there. The fact that Tibeb, I actually held off. I do her with Lembus, but I held off, like really trying to time them well. And then I got a few key resists off with Fortitude. And that kind of one leads me into my Haradrim. I also have some feedback on Gondor Ranger in Chapter 3, which I think I recorded, but we'll go ahead and take a look at that really soon. So Begaloo is done now. Begaloo is actually done with her abilities. In that regard, that I don't really need this one because 2 attacks don't really need it. I guess you could need it for min-maxing because it would be higher damage, but I would rather just have Heartless Assault. But she's done. Then the next thing I'm gonna go over is probably, I don't know, it depends next time we do raids and we do chapter 2. I will either go for something here because that Fortitude might help me, but I'm more inclined to actually just go down here and then say probably all of his abilities, because especially this one for the Cave Troll is actually for the Balrog is actually really good, and this one for the Cave Troll is also really nice. I think I would probably want to go for this one first because that dispel 2 boons. Sometimes I could really use that to clear a counter stack, but yeah, that's definitely something to consider there. And yeah, glyphs, as you can see over here, last stand, armor pierce on basically every single one. Here I tried to do some stuff, but it didn't really work. Maybe if I actually do get around to it to work on this as well, but I don't think I will. Could be nice to work on, so yeah. Well, without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some footage from Chapter 3 yesterday. So we're actually gonna start off with a Haradrim clip because I really like the Haradrim squad. They're really cool. As you'll see here, Yevtu has been swapped out for Charu. So let's just take a look. This wasn't the attempt I submitted, but I submitted one that was maybe 10k higher. So, but basically just to show, and this was similar to the one I got done last time in chapter 3. So they go for Tibeb. Ideally, you want them to target Tibeb or Bekalu. If they don't, then you might as well just reset. Then I go for the fire starter first. So you open up and you do the special one. You need to do that. Oh yeah, so I actually okay, so that's interesting. I do have last stand here. So this is with last stand instead of Limbus, which I usually do. Last time it was Limbus and I got 50k higher scored than I did this one. So yeah, already spoiled what it ended up being. And I think I did it with a Limbus set at the end and got 10k higher, but I didn't want to retry too much. So go here, go for the haste. There we go. We land because why not? And sadly we have this. So we go here. Good, nice reduction turn meter. And Charu is also doing pretty okay damage, like if you see here. So we go down there. So that's actually the really vital part for Robel and Wubete. You open up with Bekalu special 1, then you do Wubete AoE, then you do Robel AoE, then you taunt back over, then you taunt it over to Wubete. So that is how you swap it around. Maybe if you had some other kind of tank outside of Charu, if you had someone really built. Sorry, that one snuck up on me. That's why I didn't cover the mouse. Maybe you could swap it around even more. There might be something there. So I just want to kill this one because I don't want them to get crit. The team is soft. I really don't want crit. Why am I not getting a kill here? And removing a stack, because one stack means 1% less turn meter when someone new spawn. I don't get that. Maybe it's because I want to save it. There we go, that's pretty nice. We do this. I had shortly, for a short attempt, considered should I swap the mark around. I didn't want to do it. There we go, we got cleanse. And here we are lucky that they go over. If I had, could as well have been on my Tibet, they could have gone there. And now it's just slowly gonna crumble apart. But yeah, they do go for Tibet there, and she actually resisted. She resists 2 times. So that was pretty interesting. And I was like, oh, come on. But yeah, sadly. It was what it was, and I didn't really land any slow here, so I got to 1.17 honestly, and it was okay, but it wasn't the greatest. So yeah, that was actually just to show some Haratrim. Now let me be right back, and I'll actually bring up the Gondor Ranger that I think I have. So this is the Gondor Ranger. It's Miri. She's gear level 5. She has Last Stand and Armor Piercer, just like everyone else. So I tried this instead of Naramiri just because, as I did promise you guys, and I do really try to keep up with it, I wanted to see what the team could get done. And I actually went back over to Naramiri because it didn't get a 1.5. And I didn't have the best of luck yesterday. So I was just like, after some attempts, this was the best one. I was like, you know what, let's go for this. And I think I did at most 10 attempts. So We open up here. Can't wait for him to be a 7-star. That's going to be really nice. With my squad at the moment, if they open up on Miri, I am fucked. Ideally, they should open on Faramir. And also, I had horrible RNG yesterday with Denethor proccing immunity everywhere. Like, it was insane. I actually had Boromir tank from 3 stacks up to 10 without immunity proccing. I was like, no, okay, that's over exaggeration. From 6 stacks up to 10 with a last stand proc. Wow. So here we go. This last stand triggered. Really, really sucked, honestly. There we go. Now we can swap around. Also, the sad thing is I'm lacking damage here, so I can't kill anyone fast enough, because what I really want to try to do is I want to try to avoid getting the fire starter off. That's really something that's important for me with my Gondor squad. That fire starter needs to die, because if they get advantage and eagle eye goes through that block chance, and it hurts this squad a lot. So that was actually okay, just really swapped it around. Then they go over here. This is actually really, really amazing. So that was really, really good. And I think I just got an info. Yeah, we do get a kill here. We swap it around. But as you can see, the fire starter did get his stuff off. So I make sure I do this because I hoped for the regen stacks. It's not 100% due to Denethor not having it level 6. His ability where he can gain this. There we go. I decide not to swap out of that right there. Okay, so this was the first RNG where it really went against me. If they hadn't gone for Denethor there and went for Boromir instead, I think this could maybe have been a 1.4, 1.5 run. Because all that damage means he doesn't have any health. The regen stacks would actually have helped and could have been really useful, because I know the next time there's a swipe coming, well, I'm a goner, so that really, really sucks. And here I'm just, honestly, I'm just tunneling here because I know it wasn't gonna work. I get some slowdown there. Yeah, that was okay. But then, boom, unlucky again. They went straight for him. So, two unlucky things. If that hadn't happened, that the Mangler had delivered such a big hit, the first time and the second time, stupid Mangler actually, both times, then I think would have been really RNG, but I think a 1.4 would have been available. And of course, if Miri had been gear 8 and then a Thor a 7-star, then this is for me a gear a 1.5 million score. So that's pretty nice, knowing that I have some potential there. And then I'm just basically working on my squats, the different places. I'm farming stuff. I'm farming Dunlin. I would actually really advise you to farm Dunlin, and this is for a positive note, I would say, that as we assume that they are coming back, they're doing stuff, they are not gonna address why they've been gone, and they're just gonna expect us to roll over, which they're gonna be wrong about, then I wouldn't be surprised if I see Dunlin as the future team, just to go that for people, or it's gonna be a future team at some point that they're gonna work into because marquees. But maybe they would go with Gondor because okay, it's available for people. We give them the Witch King that they want. We get them to farm something. It is a marquee squad, so we do also get some people done there. And then they do something special to make sure the whales, of course, go ahead and spend. They release a marquee maybe and say, you know what, here's a new marquee. And it's the healer. Do you want a healer for your squad? And then they release Witch King or some other person. I don't know. Anathar, Sauron Second Age. Something like that. I have no idea, but it could be a way. Release a Gondor Marquee. Here you have a healer. Oh, by the way, Gondor is going to be the unlock for first Shadow Legendary. I think that could actually work. Again, CG, you should really hire me. Of course, I know there's been layoffs and everything, but like just hire me and then just listen to what I say. Please. So yeah, that's it for me, everyone. Tomorrow I'm gonna be recording that video where I will do a little bit of a parody on an interview with CG and how I would do a journey ahead post. So do look forward to that. Hit that like and subscribe button so you get the notification when the video comes out tomorrow. And I'll see you all then. Take care.